Out in Fargo, our weather cam shows quiet conditions, just some clouds in the area, and that's really about it. But the main thing is that cold that we've been tracking throughout the past several days. Yesterday was the warmest day of the past week when we saw highs in the teens. But now we're training that warmth for some bitter cold. In fact, between Monday morning and Tuesday morning, we're going to be dealing with dangerously low wind chills, with wind chills of 45 to 60 below across a region during the morning hours. Afternoon hours, we're looking at wind chills in the 20s to 30s below zero. So frigid cold over the next few days. This will cause frostbite in minutes. You're going to want to take some precautions to protect yourself from the cold. In fact, again, because of how cold it's going to get these next few nights, we do have an extreme cold watch for our entire region from the evening hour, from Sunday evening to Tuesday afternoon. And I will go over how long the cold will last in just a few minutes. But we do also have this cold weather advisory on the Devil's Lake Basin that will last until Sunday afternoon. And it's all thanks to this Arctic air that's to the north of us right here. So where this white blotch is, that's the coldest air. And that cold air is going to sweep down into the northern plains over the next couple of days. So let's time that out here. By Sunday night into Monday morning, we have that white blotch moving into the northern plains, and notice this pink covering all of the plains throughout Monday and Tuesday. That represents that frigid air just lingering across North Dakota and Minnesota, and that cold air will linger up until about Friday and Saturday, when a ridge builds in from the west, allowing warm air to get into a region. So we'll just be buried in the cold throughout the next several days, and it's not until the end of next week that we warm up. So let's go over wind chills to see what I mean in terms of those numbers. So by Sunday morning, we're looking at wind chills in the teens to 20s below zero across most areas, maybe like 37 below in Langdon for your Sunday morning commute. Still in the teens to 20s below zero for Sunday afternoon. Then as that Arctic blast comes in on Monday morning, widespread chills in the 40s to even a couple of 50s below zero across the region, making Monday the coldest day of the week. By the afternoon hours, still in the 20s to 30s below zero. And then another round of 30s to 40s below zero on Tuesday morning before back in the teens to 20s for Tuesday afternoon. It's not until after Friday that we see wind chills climbing above zero, with Sunday getting into the 30s. Aside from that, not much to talk about. Just cloudy skies heading into tonight and tomorrow morning. So we're looking at a gray night, but a quiet one at that. Temperatures again being at or below zero for your Sunday afternoon commute with those overcast skies. So definitely a good excuse to go stay at home and cuddle with your pets if you have any. In fact, we're looking pretty quiet throughout next week. So that's the good news. No snow expected after Sunday, as we're looking at plenty of sunshine throughout the next several days. But in return, we have to deal with that bitter cold first. In fact, we're going to have to keep an eye on Wednesday morning, too, to see if that also is first of the weather day potential.
Just got to get through this little stretch and then the warm-up coming up next weekend.
Pretty much.
Exactly. Awesome. Thanks, Joseph. Well, coming up, the Trump administration remains hard at work.